That's the name I created, the Real Stone Raver, raving this way and that. Basically what we got here is a bit of entertainment, sound effects and all that sort of stuff. There's me when I was in custody of my daughter, and there's my passport, and there's my brother at my mum's house. Now there's the Beatles, and what else we got? There's my, that's at the flat in 27 Wood Close in Sheridan, Southampton. That's where I was actually racing down to the warehouse and selling pianos. From there to Somerset in London. There's Billy Fury looking quite furious. Yeah, he's like he's ready to actually get out to the public and get them to decide how much money I should receive. There's me all the way through this. You can see there's my mother. Now you can see my mother. She's not really that well, really. I mean, she actually don't really give me any respect or consideration at all. There's my daughter in 27 Close, and this is the harassment and domination from Vivid Homes. I made the garden look amazing. Where's the garden? Let me see. Where is the garden? Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Look, there's the garden. There it is. With tiles at the edge of the grass, and you can see that. Well, they dug all that up, and then they dug up the pond. They took all the fish down, and put all the fish in a bin. There they are, deciding what to do, dominating the situation, ruining my garden. That's what they've done. There's me, there you can see there me with my daughter at 27 Wood Close. She obviously grew up, and there's my daughter now. I mean, well, she's older than that now. There she is with me in Eastleigh. What we got here, let's see now, there she is there. And we've got her there as well. I've always kept her happy and smiling all the way. But my mother, I'm concerned about my mother because she's always put me down. My brother's been perfect, and I've always been put down. I mean, I don't know what's the matter really. What can I say? I mean, well, I look at the Queen and how the Queen has gone and praised the NHS, and I look at how old she is. She's probably getting on now. She's probably quite old and we've got to look at the situation. I think really the Queen should not be in a position to actually go public and say how good the NHS are when I was locked up for 13 years because of what my mother said. Well, it must have been my mother. Well, actually Steve Flood. It was Steve Flood. If I can find him again. Where is he? Oh, I don't know. He's around. There he is. Over here. There's Steve Flood. That's Steve Flood. Right, his mother lived behind my mum, and I was driving her to get medication and taking her to Sainsbury's and sitting with her. Basically what happened was Steve was getting quite jealous, and he was saying, actually, you're in a relationship with my mum and all this and that. And then he told my mum that I was not well and things like that. And where are we? There's my mother again. There she is. Yeah, so look at my mother, all right? He told my mother I was not well, right? And then we went to Desborough House, right? Desborough House, another old lady in Desborough House, right? So there's two old ladies, and there's me, right? And then what we had was, the old lady said, get in the ambulance and go to Mulberry Lodge, right? So I went to Mulberry Lodge, and I sat there for probably 6 months to a year or whatever. And all these pictures you see, all this happiness, I mean, was destroyed because they kept locking me up, and they took my phone off me all the time for 13 years. That's the NHS, right? So we've got two cases. We've got Vivid Homes, and we've definitely got the NHS. And we must assess everybody. And I just want everybody who's going to work for the police or the NHS to go through a course, right? A course where you actually listen to a recording from the Samaritans, and it says basically what it says. We're here for you, and we're going to listen and all this and all that, right? It's a perfect situation. You actually have to have it drummed into your brain, and you have to understand what it is it's doing. It's actually telling you to save a life, okay? There's a lot of self-harmers and people that want to die and all the rest of it. We don't want all that to happen, and the confusion I see is unbelievable. It's the internet. It's the way it is. It's the way it is right now. You see me trying to get an ambulance. That was impossible, and I got a warning. And then I eventually got into the hospital, and then I couldn't get out of the hospital. So I had to send emails out and messages to friends and everything, get me out of this hospital. and I nearly got assessed again, by some 20-year-old or whatever it was. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they turn up. Oh, yeah, well, it's. No, no, it was. I raised my voice around about 4 in the morning, and I said, right, this is it. I'm the piano man, and I want to get home. And basically, what happened was the security come round, and they said, "Are you all right, Gordon? What's happening?" And basically, it was like that. And I went outside for 5 minutes, and then I went back in, but I never did sleep at all. I couldn't believe it was what was happening, really. I mean, all that time, well, I still wasn't out. I was not free until probably later in the day. Yeah, and it's all because of this guy here, right? He told my mother I was not well. And if you look at my mother, right, suddenly the NHS listened to that lady there, my mother. Right, they listened to her, right, and they never really listened to me, right, the piano man. Right, the piano man is very clued up, very intelligent. He knows exactly what he's dealing with. He had to get the evidence together, and so he's got the evidence right here. You can see smiles and happiness. There it is, right there, and then there. And what can I say? Look at that. Can you see that? Right, and can you see me smiling there? Right. And you can see, because I mean, I've got this, I've set up this name. This is basically to actually legalise weed and cannabis in cafes in the UK. All over the UK, we want cafes with an £80 licence, created so people can pay £80 a year to actually enjoy 1 or 2 joints and sit in a cafe, buy a latte with your family and friends, and just enjoy life and relax and not be afraid of the police. And the dominance they throw at you, they actually do scare people. They actually destroy people, families, individuals. I mean, they're just attacking people. The police are terrible. They're really bad. I mean, what can I say? I mean, I've got a history of excellence. Families smiling, people smiling everywhere you look. They're smiling. Right, look at this. There's my dad, and there's Jane. She's smiling. And what can I say? Everyone's smiling, really. I mean, look at this, look, see? This is what I do, and I can guarantee you now, the police cannot do what I do. I actually create happiness everywhere, right? And what we got is, you've got to listen to me, and you've got to get this put out to the right people to make sure my words are listened to. And what I do is I entertain and I do creative stuff. This is actually, this is a gas, the first letter I had actually, I phoned up and I went mad at this lady, and then I said to her, look, I looked further down and I see this guy here, right, this guy here, he should be warned, really, this guy, can you see this? No, let's have a look. This guy here, right, Martin Letts, gas manager, he was threatening me, okay, if I missed that appointment, then it's going to be a court case. It's going to be like charges, me paying this and that and the other. And I thought, oh, this is terrible. He's threatening me. I mean, he's not a very nice man at all, really. Like Martin Letts, I think we should have a word with this chap and tell him exactly what he's got to do. Don't be dominant and don't be corrupted, because I've got you, boy. That's it. I mean, Martin Letts, what can I say? I've got you right in my hands, and what am I going to do with you? I don't know yet. Let's decide. What are you going to do? Are you going to be compassionate? Are you going to be understanding? Because I am I'm a professional. That's it, really. I've got you by the balls, mate, really, to be honest. And I've got Vivid Homes by the balls. I can show you again. I'll show you. There we go. Look, there's domination. There it is, right there. Okay, and what can I say? There's happiness here. And what it is, they were saying, there's a pond at the bottom, and there's no fence at the top. Right now, if you look at this, right, you can see all the hedges are nicely overgrown and looking good, and everything's perfect. But I mean, why was there never a bloody fence at the top? And why did I have to design the fence at the top? So I did design the fence, and I put it. Well, I never put it up there. They did. Vivid Homes put the fence up there. It's like a railing. It's a nice looking railing. It looks really good actually. And I'd give them the pictures and everything, what I'd done, the design and everything. And they put it up, but they destroyed my garden. They've done it. They destroyed it. They ruined it. They put all my fish into a bin. And look at this guy. I mean, I think it was this guy that actually tried to take my camera off me. he's a terrible man, really. Yes, look, you can see this. I mean, all round here. Look, yeah, we've got a very big case. Yeah, I'm so clever. I mean, look at me. I'm showing you evidence. There's the NHS. There we go. I don't know what this is. Let's have a look. We've got it's private. It's obviously a letter or something. I think actually, should we have a look? It says Mental Health Act. Here we go. Look at this. Actually, I was in Mabry Lodge. Here we go. Mabry Lodge. I am writing to advise you that you have been transferred. Really? Oh, really? Have you been throwing me around again, have you? Is that what you've been doing? Dragging me around, throwing me around everywhere, classing me as schizo when I'm the piano man who's too clued up and not going to let this go. I'm going to keep going until the day I die. I want the money out of you, and I want the money out of Vivid Homes. This is how it is, okay? That was section 2, but it was actually section 3s and section 17s and all the rest of it. I mean, this went on forever. I mean, me and Vivid Homes, actually, a lady at Vivid Homes, she estimated from 2004 to 2017. Because she said it was about 2004 when my letters were going to my mum's house. But my mum was like saying some really nasty stuff, you know. She was like always thinking I was, you know, I mean, she goes back, right, to when I was a teenager, and there was an empty house somewhere up the road somewhere, and I went in and I picked up a few bits, and I put it in my mum's bathroom, and I put it under the bath, right? And she reported it to the police, and they come round and they took whatever it was under the bath, and I think I must have got a probation order or something. When I was a teenager, you know, and she jumps back to that. I mean, Christ, I can't believe it, you know. I mean, look at her. I mean, she's actually very old, and probably what she's saying is very wrong. She actually phoned me yesterday. It was on my life. I phoned her. Actually, I phoned her, and I said, "Oh, Mum, I'm in pain. I've got, you know, my stomach and all that." And I was gonna let her know that I bought. Not bought an ambulance. I mean, I was waiting for an ambulance. I was trying to get an ambulance to come and pick me up. And basically, what we had was my mum saying, "Oh, hello, Gordon. What have you gone and done wrong today?" Then and that is exactly the way she was. I mean, she's terrible. She's evil, nasty. I mean, I can't believe it. And Lee White give me a black eye. And there's Russell. Russell actually, I'll tell you what Russell said. Where is he? There he is. He's so bossy. One of the section units said, "Who is that?" And I said, "That's my brother. He's bossy. He is a bossy character. And he thinks he's very special and all that, but he's not really. Because what he did was he had an argument with me, and he said, I paid taxes for people like you. And all this, because he thinks he's got a job, but he probably won't have a job when Lidl's here. What Russell White done to his brother, his eldest brother. You know, the 4 of us, and I'm the eldest. Lee gave me a black eye. Russell was friends with Steve Flood, and Russell was also close to Lee. And Lee and Russell actually got me chuffed out of the house one time. And Lee gave me a black eye, and there's Steve Flood that said I was unwell. So we've got a big case here. Quite a few people involved. My brothers, my mum, and also let me see what else we've got. Well, I don't know. If you want to get a character reference, I'm sure if you go to Bishop's Waltham, if you get the police to find out where the exact address is, we've got Ray Moran. He's a piano technician, right? He was in our warehouse all the time. He's a good man, and I'm sure he will give you excellent feedback from him about Gordon White, the piano man. Yep. So this is it, really. I mean, I'm going to say, what can I say? I mean, what can I say? I'm going to pass this on to my good friend and see what we can do. Can we actually get this money up together? Can we get the millions of pounds out of the NHS and probably millions of pounds out of Vivid for being so dominant? I mean, they destroyed me. I mean, I dug away and I took away the hill. Where are we again? Let's have a look. Where are we? Where am I? Oh my God. Look, you can see there. Look at that. I mean, look how nice that is. You know, that's really quite nice actually. And there it is, there it is. It's all been done nicely, really, really nice. And it was all destroyed, okay, by Vivid Homes. Yeah, so we've got a very big case. I think they owe me a lot of money, really. I'm quite happy to keep renting from them. But I mean, I could probably afford it 20 or 30 times over. by the time I finished hitting them for damages. Yeah, they really did screw up my life and traumatised me and everything. It really did mess me up. And here we are, and only recently, B&Q have offered what they've done. They've offered a competition for the best garden. Suddenly, it made me jump up and get all the pictures, right, and show the world how good my garden was. Yeah, there we go. There it is, all round there. Right, there's my dad. Right, what else we got? Well, let's see now. That's all fenced off. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see what we got. Yeah, you can see that. That's all fenced off. And at the top, you can see the top of the hill. But all the top of the run outside on the pathway is all fenced off. They really took the mick. They really destroyed everything. And this is Vivid Homes, okay? Control freaks, they are dominant, they're evil, they're nasty. They're not very nice at all. This man here needs to be assessed, right? He's a dominant character. He threatened me with court fees, and I would have to pay all that if I missed the gas appointment, which is once a year. Now, what if I was in a hospital or something bad happened, or what if it was a family, you know, mother with her children, suddenly he's getting the same attitude towards people around who rent homes from Vivid Homes, and he's throwing like accusations, like threats. Well, if you're not here, that's it. You're going to get hit for damages and costs and all the rest of it. Well, I'm going to hit you for damages and costs, and definitely I'm going to get all that money out of your pockets. That's it, really. I'm going to say no more. Right, this is me, Gordon Thomas White, okay? The Piano Man, aka the Real Stone Braver. Do have a good day. I'll see you later.